So the first thing I want to talk on is leadership. Really, during a time like this, it requires more leadership than ever. And what do I mean by that? It's very easy to let the social leadership, meaning social media, influence through friends, through influencers, take over your ability to influence your people and yourself. I found myself one day getting sucked in the door-to-door tribe. Some of you guys are in the Facebook group. We have over 10,000 people in this Facebook group, and there was a post that got over 500 comments, and I just got sucked into the vortex of just like, oh wow, let's get into this banter of like what's right and wrong and what should we do, and I just found myself, I'm like, man, I'm spending an hour, 2 hours of my day just sitting here on social media, getting sucked into this vortex of like the chaos. And it's interesting because there were so many opinions on this whole epidemic, and I was like, you know what? The only opinion that matters is what I do about it, and me and myself, and how I influence my team. And if my guys and my sales teams are sitting there sucked into all these opinions and all this overhyped or social media, or this is a time where the news and everybody's gonna use this as an opportunity to grab your attention. And I'm not trying to downplay that we are in a situation that's very unique in society. I'm not trying to downplay that. I'm just saying a lot of times we get sucked into the noise. And if I'm running an organization and I'm running a sales team, the only noise I want my people listening to is me. I want them paying attention to me. I want them saying, hey, what is my fearless leader that I've trusted? What is he doing or she doing to direct me? And I would just go take the bull by the horns and say, it's the only opinion that really matters is me and what I do about it. And I find that a lot of people have gone into this as leaders. And there's 2 or 3 clients that we coach that literally went into business fetal position. And what I mean by that, and some of you guys might be in that situation. We have a client in Chicago, one in San Antonio, that they literally were like, we're pausing everything. We're going into, hibernation mode, just like the winter again. And it's just like what are you doing? That is the last thing I would do right now. That is the last thing I would do. And it took us as a coach and mentors, that's the importance of having some good team members, and I literally had to talk them off a ledge. I had to be like, whoa. If you go into fetal position for 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, all your people need to get paid. They need jobs. They need an opportunity to go thrive. And you're literally one that feeds them. And if you just kind of retreat in a fetal position, what is that saying as a leader? What is that saying to you as a business owner to your people? And, that's the last thing I would do in a time like this is, as I would say, this is an opportunity. I look at some of the biggest businesses that were ever started during a recession, where Airbnb, Zoom, you look at so many of these companies came during the last recession, and all these tech companies and all these opportunities is because there's a talent pool. In my opinion, the strong leaders during this will grab all the talent that got laid off from maybe some of the companies that weren't as strong, or some of the companies that didn't have their crap together. So I would look at this as an opportunity, as a talent land grab, meaning I'm a waiter that's most talented social human being, and I just got laid off. I'm a roofing company. I'm gonna say, hey, you would kill it at this. You just never had people look at door to door, they look at roofing as kind of a low life job, right? And then they get humbled. Somebody gets humbled enough to say, hey, I'm going to take on this low life job in their perception. And all of a sudden they taste the goodness of how great this opportunity is. And all of a sudden they get hooked on it. And they realize, they're like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been missing out on my whole life. And all of a sudden they start doing roofing for the rest of their life. And that is going to happen on a mass scale for the leadership that's already there, saying, oh my gosh, what an opportunity from a talent acquisition, a talent land grab for the strong companies. And some of you guys might not see it that way, but I'm sitting here going, if I'm a recruiter, I'm looking at this thing going, holy cow, hallelujah.